Why is a transmission necessary in cars? Gearbox, whether it's a manual, a conventional automatic, or a CVT, continuously variable transmission, is the component responsible for properly transferring the engine's power to the wheels. We'll explain why and how it works clearly and simply right now. To produce power that the vehicle can actually use, an engine needs to stay within a specific range of revolutions, or RPM. If the RPM drops too low, the engine shuts off. If the RPM goes too high, the power decreases. This balance is the reason why engines aren't connected directly to the wheels. Instead, a set of gears called the transmission is placed between the engine and the wheels to always keep the power in the right range. Let's look at this example. Imagine you're riding a bike uphill with a small gear on the pedals and a larger one on the wheels. It'll take more pedal cycles to move forward, but the effort will be relatively easy. Now, if we swap those gears, it would be the opposite. We'd move faster with fewer cycles, but it would take a lot more effort to pedal. This is the basis of a gear ratio, the number of rotations between two connected gears, okay? Now, if we put together a whole set of gears of different sizes so we can choose the right ratio for each situation, we have a transmission. Transmissions can also help slow down a vehicle. When the driver lets off the gas, the engine naturally starts to slow down. So now, if we stay in the same gear, the engine's resistance will act almost like a brake, and this effect gets stronger with each downshift to a lower gear. This is useful, for example, when going down a hill, since it reduces the need to use the car's brakes. Now, let's look at the types of transmissions, starting with the manual. A manual transmission relies on the driver to shift gears using the gear stick and the clutch. During these gear changes, the clutch separates the engine's flywheel from the transmission, allowing the driver to select a different gear before reconnecting to the engine. This action also prevents the engine from stalling when the vehicle comes to a stop. An automatic transmission selects the correct gear at the optimal moment without any input from the driver. This is achieved by replacing the foot-operated clutch with a torque converter. To understand this, imagine it works like two fans placed facing each other, one fan connected to the engine and the other to the transmission, both filled with hydraulic fluid. As this fluid flows through the blades of the first fan, it drives the blades of the second, which then circulates back to the first, repeating the cycle and multiplying the torque coming from the engine. And although there is some energy loss between the input and output of the torque converter, this also allows the vehicle to stop without the engine shutting off. In fact, modern torque converters include a clutch that can lock up when torque multiplication isn't needed. After the torque converter, the transmission uses several planetary gears to mechanically manage torque and RPM adjustments, making sure the engine always stays at its optimal point. But that's just one type of automatic transmission. There's also the continuously variable transmission, known as CVT, which replaces gears with a flexible belt connected to two pulleys, one attached to the engine and the other to the wheels. This can offer almost an infinite number of gear ratios instead of just a fixed amount. One downside is that some CVTs can feel a bit sluggish when starting from a complete stop. Toyota solves this problem by adding a physical first gear that provides a more confident response. From there are 9 additional simulated gear ratios to help ensure smooth shifting at any speed. And what about hybrid cars? While a combustion engine only has one power output, a hybrid car includes at least one electric motor. In this case, a hybrid CVT transmission replaces the sliding belt and pulleys with a combination of planetary gears and electric motors. This type of CVT with a power split device not only selects the right speed range for the engine, but also combines the power from the engine with that of the electric motors, achieving a continuous power delivery every time you press the accelerator. This also allows the vehicle to offer the instant torque response of electric motors when needed, as well as being able to run entirely in electric mode when conditions allow, further increasing efficiency. So, well, this was a general look at the basics of transmissions, how they work and why. You can look for many more of our technology videos explained clearly and simply on our YouTube channel, AutoTechTV.